Alright there, alright there again. Welcome to one of my live videos, and just going to update you on the Marco Verrati case that's just recently updated on reports. According to reports now about the Verrati situation, now that PSG are basically demanding Antonio Martial as part of the deal. I think the rumoured fee is around about £60 million that Manchester United are going to be willing to pay for Marco Verrati. Marco Verrati is a player who I do highly rate. He's a player that's fantastic. If you look at his stats, they're absolutely sublime. 8 to 9 pass accuracy is fantastic. 8 assists, 43 appearances, scored 3 goals. He's a player that he's very competitive, very tenacious, good at drawing forward. He's got fantastic energy levels. He's very competitive, and he's a player that's got energy. He could bring speed, penetration, kind of Verrati. But he's a fantastic player. Currently, the player is now currently sanctioned his other agent, and he's now currently hired Raiola, who represents Zlatan, who represents Pogba, who represents Mkhitaryan and all that. And he's currently his agent now, so that could be a signal sign that we could pursue Marco Verrati. Basically, Ed Woodward has come on the US tours basically to try and get deals finalised. He's basically had discussions with Raiola, currently who represents Verrati now. He's had discussions with him to try and get a possible deal over the line. But now PSG are basically being stubborn. They are demanding, they want Antonio Martial in return with Verrati if the deal is to come conclusive. If we don't let Martial in demand, this is just suggested from reports, it may come inflated. But Verrati is a player that's quick, is strong, very tenacious, very competitive, and I do highly rate him. And the amount of honours he's won as well is been fantastic with PSG. Barcelona have also been there trying to get a signature, but they've currently opted out of the race now of Barcelona. But yeah, we know a lot of teams have been heavily linked with Martial. We know Roma have been there. We know Arsenal have been there. When Paul Callwater and the speculation publicly tweeted out it was a false rumour. And then Inter Milan would try to put Martial in the equation for around the Perisic deal. We've had Wolfsburg that have showed their interest in him. So numerous teams have showed their interest in Antonio Martial. Martial is a player who did fail to replicate the form under Van Gaal. He's currently struggled under Mourinho. He has currently lost that iconic number 9 shirt, which now Lukaku has officially got. For me, he's still young. He needs to improve on his game. He's still only young. He's got good access to his game. Martial does still need to improve on his game, but would you, if this deal is true, what PSG are saying, would you sanction Martial for Verrati, or would you keep Martial, give him a bit more time to gain a bit more experience, Antonio Martial, because he's one of our world most expensive teenagers is Antonio Martial. He is still a good player on the day, and I will still give him time. So this could be part 2 with the deal now with Marco Verrati. Things have been discussed through with Ed Woodward, who's trying to get deals finalised, who also has had discussions with Mourinho. This could be now a main priority, and Raiola and Ed Woodward have had discussions about getting a potential deal done maybe next week to get Verrati on the board. But what a player, what an absolutely player. The honours he's won, style of play is absolutely fantastic. He'd complement your likes, your Vieira's, your Pogba's, even your Fellaini's, would Verrati. He's probably the best midfielder that we have looked at that basically Manchester United could get on the board. Obviously PSG basically are looking to get the deals done. Well, the chairman is looking to get the deals done for the Neymar case, and the directors trying to get the deal announced for the Sanchez case as well. And this would be absolutely astronomical business if PSG do get these deals finalised. So basically, if they do get them 2 players, they can offload Verrati. But we're playing hardball. PSG are wanting maybe Martial part of the deal with Marco Verrati. As we're getting nowhere with Eric Dyer. I think 3 bids now have been rejected. I think he may have been considering the move, but Tottenham are being reluctant to standing firm. They resisted any offer. Mourinho were prepared to pay 40, 50, 60 million pound, maybe double his wages. He is quick, he is strong, he is very versatile, he is quick at going forward. He's Dyer. I'd prefer him over Nemanja Matic, but looks like Tottenham are standing firm and they are not. They are resisted and they are looking like they are going to keep Eric Dyer. Tottenham did beat PSG in a 4-2 game as well. I think he scored a goal. It was classified as a dirt goal or something like that as well. So I don't think we'll be getting Eric Dyer. With the Nemanja Matic case, as I said, he's won honours with Chelsea. He has performed fantastically well at Chelsea. I do have reservations about Matic. We've had bids being rejected in the past, but Abramovich, who currently has sanctioned him. He's had permission as a Matic to leave. He hasn't been training. Well, he's been training on his own, but he hasn't been to Asia with Chelsea as a Matic. And this deal could still get finalised maybe tomorrow. It's going to be announced in the next 48 hours. He's considered he wants to leave. He is going to leave Chelsea. He played that instrumental role with Kante last season in the middle of the park, Nemanja Matic. He is slow. There's not much tempo to his play, but I think with good players playing around him, it may be beneficial. He's also a player that's been at Verrati in the past. He's also a player that's been at Benfica in the past as well. He's also done well for Serbia in the past as well as Matic. So we're in desperate need to get a centre-defensive mid. We need that creative winner. That's what we need, that creative winner, that centre-defensive mid as well. And this is basically what we need at Manchester United. Because we're lacking depth, we're lacking speed, we're lacking consistency in that midfield. And it ruins me. Because we've only got 2 signings on the board. We've only got Lindelof. We've only got Lukaku, which are 2 good signings, which Mourinho praised Ed Woodward. He credited him for them signings. But Mourinho feels though we need at least another player or 2 on the board if we're going to be title competitors next season. Compare us to Manchester City. Manchester City have bought 5 players that are potentially world class. I'm going to be honest, and they're doing fantastic business. Pep Guardiola and City are doing fantastic business in this transfer window. Chelsea are going to look a strong force next season. They've got Bakayoko. They've got, I think Diego Costa's going to Madrid. They've got Morata now. They've got Rodrigo in the board as well. So we definitely need at least a couple more signings on the board. And I've identified that key position is currently that midfield. We need that centre-defensive holding midfielder. Also been slight talks about Vidal. Vidal's a player that I do highly rate. He's very efficient, he's hard-working, competitive, tenacious, good at driving forward, good in the air, very skillful, strong, quick, very, very good on the ball, just like Verratti. Fantastic holding on to the ball. He's not scared to take people on like Verratti. He succeeds half the time when he does take people on the pitch. He's fantastically very, very good. So is Vidal. He's also won honours as Vidal. He'd be fantastic with Vidal. I would like him at Manchester United, to be quite honest with you. With style of play, what he's won before, you know, and what a player he would be if we were to get him on the board. But yeah, now with Perisic, nothing much more is updated about Perisic. Perisic, he's currently in the China. He's in China with PSG. I'm still pretty confident we may still get a deal over the line. They've still demanded that Di Marzio announced that 55 million euros, which is 48 million pound. That they still want that. They've also tried putting Martial in the deal, just like PSG are basically. But I'd love Perisic. He's been at Wolfsburg. He's been at who else has he been at? Borussia Dortmund. He's a player that's creative. He's good on the left. He can drive forward. He can put balls into the box. He's also got tremendous speed, as well as even Perisic is a fantastic player. And yeah, the media speculated it was supposed to be finalised Monday. Never happened. Going to be announced in the next 48 hours. Never happened. Went to China and yeah, the deal, it's currently delayed now is the deal. We've had bids rejected for even Perisic before. So I don't know what's going to basically happen with him. I think he still wants to move. He's considering that he wants to make the move. He claimed that he had a toothache and a dental problem to try and get to try and accelerate the move faster, but hasn't worked out. The directors still resisted to any offers. They're still confident he will stay with Inter Milan, will even Perisic, but we still may get him on the board. I just want deals to be finalised next week, and I do really hope so now. I do really hope so. Also, I've got something else to update you guys on before I go. Jose Mourinho has now basically said he is confident now. He's 100% guaranteed that currently David De Gea will stay at Manchester United, which is fantastic breaking news. De Gea risen up the ranks with Atletico Madrid. You know, he's a player that's fantastic. You know, amount of clean sheets he keeps. His performances are fantastic. And now he's 100% guaranteed that he will stay with Manchester United. After a long-standing interest from Real Madrid, he feels as though he's happy at Manchester United. He's a very honest, he's classed him as a very straight and very honest boy, as Jose Mourinho. And he has praised him, admired him, and he feels as though he's happy at Manchester United. He's been here in the Moyes era, he's been in the Van Gaal era, and now the Jose Mourinho era as David De Gea. And he's potentially the world's best keeper in the world, and it would be hard to find a player of that calibre or a replacement, you know, who's as good as De Gea, which basically no keeper is. So yeah, we know the rumours have been sprouting around that Real Madrid want him on the board. They wanted him back in 2015, didn't work out as it went to a collapse. But David De Gea's overall stats are absolutely dramatic. He couldn't stand. He was maybe open to the move to Madrid. I don't think he'd want to personally want. I think he may want to go to Madrid because his relatives is there, his girlfriend's there, and he's currently born there. That may be a reason why he wants to go back to Madrid. And he's risen up the ranks with Atletico Madrid. But Mourinho has basically now said he's no desire to leave. He's confident, and he said this on a press conference on yesterday, was it? He said this on a press conference. He's basically said, I seem really happy and I focused. This is what he said. Working better than ever, so for me, 100% he is staying with us. So we opened it and then decided to close. This is Mourinho. I don't think the feeling from him is very good. So yeah, this is what basically he has said. He's called him a nice boy. You know, he's very straight and he's contacted for a long time. But he's just basically said there's no way he's making a move to Real Madrid. He's David De Gea. So yeah, that's fantastic news. Also, he's ruled the move out for Gareth Bale, who could maybe still possibility that he could come to Manchester United. I think he was adamant that he would join Manchester United, Gareth Bale. Currently, Real Madrid had paid a staggering £90-100 million from Tottenham. But look what he's won. He's won 3 Champions League 4 seasons. He's won La Ligas. He's a class player, you know, with tremendous speed. He's definitely comparison to Perisic, obviously been my preferred choice. But it's an unrealistic signing. Basically, why there's no desire that I'd want to leave what he's achieved there. Obviously, he hasn't had the game time because he's been injury prone. But I just don't think he's not destined to basically leave Real Madrid. I'm not quite sure. Could be still open for the move, as I say, but Mourinho has basically poured cold water on the speculation, basically, and he's basically ruled a possible move out for Gareth Bale. I don't even think he's initially made an approach for Gareth Bale. It's basically an unrealistic target. We did go back for him back in 2013. We didn't get him. It's whether he's adamant for the move or not Gareth Bale. I'm not quite sure, but he'd be fantastic. There's probably still players available out there. Obviously, we are frustrated with a lack of investment in transfer window at this moment in time, with the Perisic deal going well, you know, with Fabinho, with Matic that still hasn't fully completed yet, with Eric Dyer, you know, Tottenham resisted to him. And City are doing fantastic business so far in this transfer window. They've got 5 fantastic players on the board. They've got the likes of Bernardo Silva. They've got the likes of Kyle Walker, Benjamin Mendy now. I think he's going to be completing his medical. Bernardo Silva, Benfica goalkeeper. Got fantastic players now. City, you know, they may need to adjust the midfield. Maybe attacking force, they may need to add depth there. they'll keep Sergio Aguero, even though it's not Guardiola's first choice. They've got Gabriel Jesus. They've got Sterling, so they've got a fantastic class team now of Manchester City. They may be one of the favourites to go on and win the league this season. But yeah, with Verrati, as I said, PSG are wanting Martial in return for this. This is pretty annoying because I just can't see us sanctioning Antonio Martial. You know, when you need to give him time, just like Rashford. He's grown and developed into his game, and look how he's performing fantastically well now. The rumours broke out yesterday, and it was a narrative saying basically that Real Madrid wanted Rashford because they failed to get the pursuit of Mbappe. But now Monaco have been hard to negotiate with. Real Madrid have been hard to negotiate with. Real Madrid are charging too much money for their players. Monaco are charging too much money for their players, and same thing with Monaco, they won't want to lose any more, basically, of their players. So Arsenal's interest, Thomas Lemar could go, well, maybe not. Mbappe, they may be resisted and reluctant to sell Mbappe now. They're persuading him to basically stay. Whether he wants to go on that, I don't know. He's a high prospect. I would love Kylian Mbappe at Manchester United. But they've lost Bernardo Silva, very creative player. They've lost Bakayoko, also very tenacious and creative and good at breaking up the play. You know, they've lost Benjamin Mendy, you know, so they've lost three. I think Monaco have lost 3 or 4 players now, and I can't see them willing to sell any more of them players, basically, no matter what the price is, unless it's a staggering amount of money. But yeah, I would like Verrati, I would like Vidal, and Mourinho's got to get somewhere in this transfer window. I praise Ed Woodward for coming on the tours to negotiate deals and stuff. Still confident Perisic may still come. Eric Dyer, not going to happen now. Tottenham are resisted, they're not willing to sell him. Matic, confident he will come now. I'm confident Matic will come. And right back, not the most central position, but we may need a right back. So yeah, the positive news is that David De Gea is currently staying at the club with Manchester United. Mourinho's classified it's very difficult for him to go after being at Manchester United for so long now, and his performances have been absolutely fantastic. And there has been rumoured mills about him possibly leaving Manchester United, and that Real Madrid have basically gone for Courtois before Chelsea refusing to sell him or negotiate. They've had they went for what other goalkeeper they went for? They went for another goalkeeper as well, failed with him. Well, Donnarumma, yes, that's it, Donnarumma. So Real Madrid turned more attention again on David De Gea. But yeah, Mourinho, stand by Mourinho, what he says. Whether David De Gea wants to leave or not, I don't know. But David De Gea is basically sticking to the word, basically. And yeah, fantastic news. Anyway, guys, something to update you with. As I keep saying, subscribe to Chazzaboy Davenport's channel, and I'll see you later on. Bye.